is there a percentage that you hold on to versus a percentage to sell for profit? I'm actually going to be including it in that video that I mentioned earlier about how to sell cryptos. But pretty much what I do is, let's just say, and I'm just going to use big bold numbers over here just for the sake of seeing this. If you put $1,000 into an altcoin and it goes up by 20%, right, over the course of 2 weeks, you'll have 1,200, right? Depending on the strategy that you want to take, what you could do is you can take out the initial investment that you put in, your initial 1,000. You can either take that back into Bitcoin or you can cash it out, which I'm going to show you how to do. And you can let the remaining sit for more of a longer term growth, which is oftentimes what I would recommend, because you take your initial investment out, so you're safe on that sense. And this is just, you're building up assets pretty much. And this is just going to increase over time, or however the market decides to move. So you're already taking your risk out. So this is what I would often, what I wanted to create the video about. Right now, I'm just letting you guys know, but I'll be recording a full video on this about how I would do this. Your other option is, if you just want to keep it all in there, you can just keep it all in there and just see. You can just hold it and see how when you want to sell it, what price point you want to get out at. But if you want to be more conservative and more safe, which that's what I recommend, you know, we don't want to increase risk here. We want to reduce the risk as much as possible. This is how you reduce the risk. Again, like I mentioned, it depends on your strategy. If you see it going up and if you want to get out, this is the most safest way I would recommend. And for this, I'm personally holding it for over a year, because it's more of like a longer term strategy. But that doesn't mean that it won't. But that's following this strategy right here. So if I see down the line, like Solve, if you got in a couple of weeks ago when we released the newsletter, you would have had almost a 25% profit right now. And that's why I recommend, for those of you who got into Solve early, if you got into Solve early when we released the newsletter, you would have been at like a 20-25% profit right now. And this is what I would recommend for risk safety. Get what you put in out and leave the rest of it as in profit. So that 25% profit that you got, I would you can choose to leave it in, or you can cash it all out, but at least take your initial investment out. He was asking, are you going to provide one report a week? No. There's no time on what report we're going to release, because it's based on quality, not just quantity. We don't want to just pump out reports, right? We have to release them at a certain time and whenever we see a good opportunity, right? I don't want to just give you guys random coins that don't have good opportunity, right? So we're trying for at least once a month, but when we see options like this month, where we're going to be releasing 2 to 3.